Hello, my name is Kainton the Genius, and today we are going to solve this statistical problem very easily. We are going to use Microsoft Excel, but I'm going to show you the steps, the 8 steps, very simple steps for solving this problem. I want you to focus on how I'm going to transfer this data to Microsoft Excel without having to copy them one by one. Remember, click on subscribe to my channel so that you get updates on how to solve statistics problem. So today's problem is hypothesis testing. So let's solve this question 7. You find out is very easy. Whether you know it before, try to see how I use Microsoft Excel, also using the formula in statistics to make this problem solution very easy. I remind you again to subscribe to my channel. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. Alright, let's read the question. A study was performed to test whether cars get better mileage on premium gas than on regular gas. Each of the 10 cars was filled with regular or premium gas decided by a coin toss, and the mileage for the tank was recorded. The mileage was recorded again for the same cars using other kind of gasoline. Determine whether cars get significantly better mileage with premium gas. What test are we going to use here? For sure, we are going to use a paid sample t-test. The reason is because we assume that this population, where this data comes from, is normally distributed, and also in the question you have a before and after situation. So you have the same subject, the same cars, and then different activities you have performed on them. Alright, let's transfer this data to Excel. That is where the magic is. So if you open Microsoft Excel and you copy this data and paste, you find out that it's not going to work. Okay, so there are no paste options, so it's simply not going to work. So let's close it and follow the procedure I'm going to teach you. So what you are going to do is copy this data and open Notepad. You're actually going to paste it in Notepad. You are going to paste it in Notepad, and then we are going to change it to Microsoft Excel magically. So let's see. So paste the second row. Okay, so we have two set of data pasted. You can see they are in pairs. Now pay attention to this part. You need to save it as all files, okay, and give it a name, any name you choose, but you need to save it as .csv. So data.csv, that's what I'm calling it. I call it data.csv. I'm saving on my desktop, and I save it on my desktop, and I'm going to close this. So if I go to my desktop, you see data.csv, and I'm going to open it right now. As you can see, this data has been saved, but now I want it to be tabulated in vertical form. Pay attention, I want it to be tabulated in vertical form. So you go ahead to copy all of them, and then let's paste it here. So when you want to paste, click on the drop down under the paste icon and choose this one. Choose transpose so that it can transpose the data for you. So this has been beautifully done for us. So let's go ahead to delete this one. Alright, so this is the data we are going to work on. This is the data we are going to use for our work. So let's call this X, let's call this Y, and let's calculate the difference. And to do that, you simply say this minus this. Okay, so we have -3, and you just drag down. Okay, I hope you followed. So you click the first one minus the second one, and then you drag down. Now we are going to, let me just add some beautiful borders around this. Alright, so I want to do something like this so that it looks a little pretty. Alright, so this is what we have so far. Now the next thing we want to do is to calculate the mean difference. So to calculate the mean difference, so the mean difference is equal to average. Okay, so when you write average, you just select everything and press enter. So this is the mean D, and I want to calculate the standard deviation of the difference also. ST, standard deviation here, so is equal to S T D E V, this second one. So select everything also and just press enter. So this is what we have. So in this, I'm going to calculate the square of the difference in this one. Okay, sorry, I'm going to calculate D minus MD. So I'm going to calculate the difference minus the mean difference. Now pay attention to this formula I'm going to write. Sorry. So you place in this cell, you now say this one, sorry, equal to this minus the mean, right? This minus this. This minus this. That is what we have. Alright. But we need to avoid it from changing the mean when we drag down, because if we drag down this column, we want the mean not to change. We only want this to change. So we want to now make it absolute. So just add $sign to D and also to 13. Alright, so if you drag down, this is what you have. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to square this value here. So let me just write it: difference minus mean difference squared raised to power 2. Okay, so equal to this raised to power 2. So that gives us this. Alright, so we have built this table, and then we are going to take the sum of this column. So equal to SUM, select everything, and then OK. So this is all this is the table we need to completely solve this problem. Okay, this is a table we need to completely solve this problem. So we started by entering the two values. We calculate the difference between the two. We calculated the mean difference and the standard deviation of the difference. Then we subtracted each of the difference. We subtracted the mean difference from each of the difference. Remember, we used absolute value here, absolute cell reference here. Don't forget that. And then we squared. Alright, so where are we? At this point, we have completed this. Alright, link to these steps is given just below this video in the description box. So I'm going to stop here. Let's continue from part 2 so that we go ahead to complete calculation of the t value. Remember, click on subscribe button if this has been informative for you. Also like the video.